Welcome back to the first video of my travel diary series. I look forward to this series every year, and this particular trip is so meaningful to me because it was my first ever solo trip, which is absolutely insane. So here I am packing for my trip, and as usual I waited for the very last minute to do this, even though I told myself that I would be doing this much earlier, and because of that I definitely panic packed and ended up taking way more than what I really needed. Honestly, I had so many thoughts going through my head when I got to the airport, like had I lost my mind? Would I be okay? Will it even be fun? But as soon as I crossed security, I felt calm and I was smiling to myself because I just couldn't believe that I was actually doing this, and I was just so excited to go on this adventure that I had been waiting for so long. And also something about looking at planes really calms me, so the anxiety had definitely gone while I was waiting to board the plane. But that is not to say that I still didn't cry in the plane when I left Montreal. I started my solo journey in Brighton, which is also known as the sunniest city in England. I landed at the Gatwick airport and I was just happy that everything went smoothly, including customs and baggage claim, and I got there just on time to take the bus to Brighton. At this point I looked and sounded so tired, so let's just skip the intro and jump to the room tour. Okay, so we have mirror number 1 here, then mirror number 2 here, then over here is the bathroom, which is nice and small but good enough for one person. Let me just close that, close the light. Over here we have a closet situation with some extra stuff, then a nice little nook for my luggage, I guess. Then over here we have a nice desk, TV, water, which I'm really excited about. My purse is on this nice little chair. And then I'm actually in the basement, which I've never stayed in a hotel in the basement, so this is my view. It's a little bit obstructed, but honestly I don't mind it. Let me just close that. And then we have mirror number 3. I'm honestly obsessed with how many mirrors this place has, and the bed. I thought that I would sit down and explain kind of what I'm doing here because I don't think I introed this video. Basically I'm here in Brighton, and I'm actually here in England because I'm going to London afterwards. I'm here by myself, which is crazy. I'm literally on a solo trip. And yeah, I decided to come here before I go to London. Basically the main reason I'm here is for Taylor Swift. I'm going to the Eras Tour concert next Friday in London. I'm going with my cousin, so I'm not fully alone because I do have family in England, but I am alone until then. So since I was going to London anyways, I decided that I would spend a few days in Brighton because I've always wanted to come here. It's always been on my travel list. I think I tried to come here in 2019, the last time I was here in England, but it just didn't end up working out with our schedule and everything, so decided to come by myself instead. And yeah, it's my first solo trip, so that's honestly kind of insane. I'm not gonna lie, I had a few doubts before coming. I booked it, I was ready to go, and then the last few days I was like, oh my god, I'm actually doing this. But yeah, yesterday when I was in the airport waiting to board, I was I told my friends this, I was smiling to myself, which I know sounds psychotic, but I was just walking around and I felt like the main character, and I feel like I am the main character on this trip, obviously because I'm by myself. But yeah, it's crazy that I'm finally doing this. I've always wanted to go on a solo trip, but I feel like up until now I wasn't really ready. I do like spending time with myself, but I don't think that I would have been able to do that away from home. But now I'm at a place where I really enjoy my own company and I'm comfortable enough to stay by myself and, I don't know, just have fun by myself. I'm not too worried about spending time by myself because I did sign up for some running clubs, so I'm gonna be meeting people that way, and I'm also doing some group activities, so I'm also gonna be meeting people obviously by doing that. So yeah, and I'm definitely in my social era, I guess. I don't know, I feel like this year I've been really enjoying talking to random people, and I feel like some really nice friendships have come out of that. Obviously it's not close tight-knit friendships, but it's still friendships, and I don't know, I just really value that. So yeah, I feel like I'm in a place where I'm also comfortable, you know, just doing that, just talking to people and being social. And yeah, who would have thought? And also I felt like England would be a good place for me to do my first solo trip, because first of all, I do have family in England, so I might be also going to see them next weekend. So like worst case scenario, you know, I have people that I know here. And also it's always been a dream of mine to live here. Like I think ever since I came here the first time, I think I was like 6 or like 5, I've always just wanted to live here. Like I used to tell my mom that I would come to uni here, which obviously didn't end up happening, but you know, it's always been a dream. So actually in London I Airbnb'd an apartment, so I'm gonna get like a feel of what that would be like. So yeah, I'm like just testing out the waters, see if I would like it. And you know, what better way to do that than by myself, because I feel like then I really get to see what it would be like. And also I am meeting up with my mom and my sister next Sunday in Switzerland. So yeah, I'm just here by myself like a week, so I feel like it's very much doable. I'm not here for a long time, so I feel like that's a good amount of time for me to also not go insane. But yeah, I'm gonna be meeting my mom and my sister next Sunday, and we'll be going to Switzerland and Austria, so that will also be fun. So also stay tuned for that as well. But yeah, let's get ready and get going. If you can tell, I'm wearing my Uniqlo thermal top. It's like the light one, and I'm also wearing my Uniqlo baby tee because it is cold. I don't know if it's because my room is in the basement, but I am cold, and outside the temperature is like 17 degrees, which is not too hot for me. And since I don't have like a thick jacket, I just have like a thin leather jacket, so yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be cold. And also I'm by the seaside, so I also didn't factor that in. It's windy and it's cold, but it's nice. I got a little glimpse of it, so I'm gonna film some bits when I go out. But yeah, let me stop yapping and actually get ready so we can get going. Okay, so let's do a quick fit check before I go explore the city. The two white tops, like I mentioned, are from Uniqlo. So this is the regular white t-shirt, and then this is the thermal white t-shirt. This leather jacket is thrifted. This bag is the full leather bag from Uniqlo, and my dark wash jeans are also from Uniqlo. So this is basically a full Uniqlo outfit. And then my shoes are my favorite at the moment, my Onitsuka Tiger in yellow. So yeah, that's basically the fit. And now we're gonna go explore the city and get something to eat. So for day one in Brighton, I didn't really have a strict itinerary, but I knew where I wanted to go, so I started by exploring the lanes, which were also colorful and full of fun shops and street vendors. And then I was tired, so I grabbed some coffee and somehow ended up at the shopping mall, which I didn't plan on going to, but it was fun because they had more than Aritzia, Zara, and H&M. Then I walked to the seafront and decided that I wanted to go on the I-360, which is a good thing about solo travel because you can do whatever you want whenever you want. So I bought the tickets and went on it, and the views from it were absolutely stunning. This is my dream life. I'm absolutely in love. I don't think you can hear anything that I'm saying because of the wind, but I am in love with the city, and I've been here for 4 hours. After chilling at the beach for a little, I decided to go get myself a little treat because at this point, I only had the coffee, so I got myself a Mr. Whippy, which is a classic British treat, and then I walked to the Brighton Palace Pier. This place is honestly so much fun and the definition of summer. It felt like I was on a movie set. And then to end the day, I got myself some fish and chips from Ribka, and it was honestly the best fish and chips I've ever had in my life. And then I came back to my hotel and decided to rot in bed before calling it a day. Let's do a quick fit check for day 2. I'm wearing this long sleeve top from H&M. Then I'm also still wearing my thermal top from Uniqlo because it's freaking cold here. Some leggings and my Salomon shoes because we're doing some hike type activities. We're doing a lot of exploring. But yeah, I'm also wearing this hoodie and then my hat. And I have a rain jacket in here, and this is gonna be my bag for today. And yeah, should be a lot of fun, so I'll make sure to vlog some bits. And yeah, let's get going. So for day 2 in Brighton, I actually booked a tour of the South Downs and Seven Sisters. This was honestly my favorite day. We went to neighboring counties, learned a lot of facts about Brighton, the geography of the place, and I'm honestly a sucker for that kind of stuff, so I really enjoyed the tour. And special shout out to Kevin, our tour guide, who was very entertaining but also very knowledgeable. It was also a lot of fun because it was a group activity, so I got to meet a lot of people from different parts of the world, and everyone was so nice. But that day was so much fun, and I felt like I had found a home. I've never felt so much peace and contentment, and I was trying so hard to capture every single moment, not only with my camera but with all my senses, so I would never forget that day. And that feeling is quite rare, but it's one of the best feelings in the world. I'm having the time of my life today. I'm so happy, it's nice. It's floor time. I'm sitting by the radiator because it's bloody cold, and I'm having my donuts that I bought while at the beach because I couldn't eat them there because there were seagulls. Oh my god, I think I broke my camera. Well, I didn't break it. The lens is being weird. No, I did drop it today, so that's no bueno. Hello. Okay, we're good. It's just the shutter. It's not like fully closing or opening. So I just have to do it by myself, which isn't a big deal because it's still working, but that's still a bummer. But yeah, let me have my floor time, okay? Please don't talk to me. So let's do a fit check for day 3. So first of all, I'm wearing this Jerv Avenue button up, and I just tucked it into my linen pants, which are from H&M. And then I'm wearing this thrifted Calvin Klein blazer and my shoes, my trusty Sambas. And ideally though, I would like to wear this outfit without the blazer, but it is quite cold, so I feel like I'm gonna need the extra layer, but I feel like it works with this outfit, so I'm not mad about it. And then I'm wearing some gold jewelry as usual, and the bangs are really banging today. I don't know if you can tell. I feel like I really nailed them, and I feel like they go with the outfit. My last full day in Brighton was really chill. Once again, I hadn't made an itinerary for day 3, so I just went out and explored some more. I went to the Royal Pavilion since the people I had met on tour told me it was not to be missed. So I bought a ticket and went in, and it was absolutely stunning. Then I went back to the lanes and literally went into every single vintage shops because they have so many, and I found so many good things, but it was all so expensive, and also I didn't have too much place in my suitcase, so I had to be smart about my purchases. These houses, like the colors, are so pretty. They're so colorful. I'm absolutely obsessed, and like the door is always like a different color, and the wall is a different color. I'm obsessed with this town and it's so pretty today. I took off my blazer like literally the minute I stepped out of the hotel, and now I'm just wandering about. And yeah, I am so sad it's my last day, but trying to make the most out of it. I then went to my favorite place, which is the beach. The vibes were just so good that day, and there were so many people out, and the weather was absolutely stunning. And after that, I decided to go for a movie. I saw a movie theater by the seaside, and I wanted to watch Inside Out, so I thought might as well since I had the time. After the movie, I walked to the colorful beach huts, and I ended up meeting this guy who I talked with for 15 minutes. And I must say that the people in Brighton are some of the nicest people I've met. They are so kind, they are so funny, and just happy in general, and I think that it really rubbed off on me. I was walking around with a smile on my face, and I caught myself a few times, but how can you not? I truly felt like I was home, and I'm not going to lie, I'm considering making it my home. Everything about Brighton is my vibe. The city without the steadiness, the sea, the people, the greenery, the colors, the vibrancy. It's also the sunniest city in England, but still not too hot. It's everything I'm looking for and more, and obviously that can change over time, but I've never had this feeling anywhere else. After that, I went to this Indian restaurant, which was really good, and that's one other thing about Brighton. It's also very diverse and accepting of others, so that is definitely a plus. The next day, I woke up and packed up everything before catching the bus to London. I went back to the seafront for one last look, and it was so hard to leave, and I'm not going to lie, I did cry a little because I was so sad to be leaving a place that felt like home. But I gathered myself because I didn't want to leave this place feeling sad, so I listed out everything I was grateful for and took one last look, trying to capture as much as I could, and left for my bus. And that was Brighton. I will never forget this trip, and I couldn't have asked for a better start to my solo trip than this. I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I will see you in London.